Today, a game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Aggies ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now, play one, be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot, they get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Give to the running back. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Reed. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his man. It's Bennett. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Makes the catch. It's Grove. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Just came out and fired a strike on the slant.
And those are tough catches to make because you know you're going to have that defender draped all over you. So you've got to have strong hands, and you saw that receiver pluck the ball.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Zings it complete to the right. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Not much of a decision to make there as the defense will move him back. Now on the option. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experienced depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the option. The pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking deep down the right side. Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
The Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football. All eyes on him and play physical.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Scott. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking to throw on third. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Off the RPO, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger. Yeah,
and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
And the Gamecocks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
The Gamecocks are flying down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the gun. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? Surging forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But, Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Off play action. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Armstrong. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Reed. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Hoping that a field goal could give you a little bolt of energy, but instead you look up and the scoreboard still says you're down by 17. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Grove. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, defenders have to really understand body positioning and where the football's coming from, and great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Scott. He's going to be a little short. It'll be 4th down from the 44.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up fourth.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford... Turning it on! Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Reed. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. With the catch, it's Johnson. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Wants to throw it. Pucks it out of the air. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Reed. Fires left. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And they'll just down it right there. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Quick completion on the out. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Scott. There he goes. Oh, the ball's out after that big play.
Well, the offense has a nice lead here in the second half, but if they're going to win this game, they're going to have to hold on to the football, and they are very lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
With the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. Going to the ground. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
How about the offense? The offense goes with the run on 3rd and goal, thinking they can push it in there and be physical. The defense is having absolutely none of that. Nice job by the defense, committing to the run, being physical, and stuffing this offense.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Reed. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll try to get it through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. Pulls it in down the sideline. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Armstrong. And they'll knock him down. The Aggies want to pick up the tempo.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw, because he put it out in front of his...
Breaks into the... Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Fires to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical.
Looking deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Reed. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down.
And you want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
Hauls it in, looking for space. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Moving out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. To the air, it's Reed. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got a little space. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give and tick, 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 tick. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. It's a draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Virginia Tech managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Blacksburg had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative.
To the air, it's Reed. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.